Go live. Yep. Boom. There we go. All right, we're live on going live on StreamYard. We're live on StreamYard. Nice. You're a lot. Dang, 4 people in here already. I think I had the most people in the StreamYard yesterday I ever had in the StreamYard. Yes, 16. Dang, people just my Instagram is blowing up right now. 20 seconds. We got 20 people. We're gonna go live on Instagram. 19 people, almost at 20 on StreamYard. Make sure we get the make sure y'all like the live and share it out. Make sure you like the live and share it out. They should be coming through soon. Yes, sir. Let me share it out on X actually. All right. Refreshing. Let me share it out on YouTube. I mean on X. Boom. All right. And let me copy the link so I can send it in the Discord. Copy link. Send it on Discord. Let everybody know I'm live. General. I just came from jiu-jitsu, so copy link. I just came from jiu-jitsu. Let me put this on StreamYard. Let me send a message on StreamYard. TikTok. What? Oh no, come on, no. Comments. TikTok. What's up, Don't Flee? TikTok. This came from you, so you got it on his mind. Gang. Something like that. Darvid, Osiris. Yeah. So I'm a lot more poised, I'll say. I mean, I was pretty poised yesterday because I went to therapy. Had a therapy session yesterday, so. But yeah, we're just gonna sit out here and wait for the people to come through. It was a nice build to start off yesterday. Outside of that dude, what's his name? I don't even know his name. Oh yeah, Mr. Still got it. Mr. Still got it when he came through. That's when it got a little musty. We had 1,000 likes already. Appreciate that. The 43-year-old. Yeah, the 43-year-old. Can y'all hear me good? I'm sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me good. I don't know what was happening last. I don't remember what happened last time. My mic was. I don't know what my mic was doing. I might. If people can't hear me again, I'm gonna have to put my headphones on. But yeah, that was weird. Yesterday, my mic just went out on here. But it's TikTok been messing with me for a while now, so I don't expect no good treatment on these platforms, really. I got some more. If you have seen the content of the day, I did make some more. Some more videos trolling the trolls. Made some more videos trolling the trolls. Made another comedy video. What's up, Ranger Danger? Appreciate that. Like the live. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the likes. So I start. I'm all right. I just came from jiu-jitsu, so I'm a little tense. So if you see me rolling my shoulders are a bit tense. So that's gonna be happening. Anybody on Instagram? What's up, Instagram? Nobody's commented on StreamYard yet. You got 59 people in here. Almost at 60 already. It's been pretty cool being on TikTok. 1.4 thousand likes. I was like, once I figure out how to get people in my lives, it's a wrap. all that baiting people to come up and debate when they don't really want to hear people debate. You know, I'll let opposing opinions come up here. I don't like echo chambers really. So yeah, we're gonna have an array of topics. Which I ain't going nowhere. I'm constantly getting muted either. You know, just because I'm starting to say stuff. People constantly muting me and stuff. That's why I don't really go to too many Twitter spaces. Because I already know once I start talking, mute. Like, damn, I just got out. I can't even get out a whole sentence. What's up, Rastita? I can't even get out a whole sentence, man. Like, golly. Mute. It don't matter if you're respectful. It don't matter if you come up yelling. Don't matter if you calm, cool, collected. Don't matter if you are passionate. It don't even matter. Mute. I'm like, golly, mute. Yeah, yesterday was like, I don't know. TikTok, I don't know. Nah. I'm trying to decipher like who's more crazy. What's more crazy, TikTok or Twitter? Yeah, anyone that don't lie for Africa, yeah, gets censored heavily. True. I was like, golly, this remind me of a Twitter space. God damn it! At least you can mute everybody on the Twitter space. Like, hey, relax. They need to mute everybody option on TikTok. Just mute everybody. Like, hey, relax. They should add that to the lives. They mute everyone. Because that gets ridiculous. Yesterday was crazy. What else? It's just like crazy. Thanks, folks got a Pan-African crisis too. You see the Caribbeans. Yo, that was hilarious yesterday. That Haitian dude. That Haitian dude was like, I don't eat bush meat. I was like, oh my, I ain't never like being on like Twitter's kind of a different world than TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. Twitter and TikTok are two different worlds, similar energies, but it's two different worlds, man. You will not see this on Twitter. You will not hear what you heard yesterday on Twitter. Two different worlds. It's kind of like it's kind of like Caribbeans and Africans are more like linked up on Twitter. Not on TikTok, man. Not from what I've seen so far. It's like Caribbeans and Africans are like, on Twitter. But on TikTok, it's a whole different story. Yeah, some of the Caribbeans on TikTok know they ain't African. Yeah, I see. What's up, Susie? I see. You know? What's up, Chris? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting navigating these dynamics on Twitter and TikTok. Different politics, different platforms, different politics. That's all I'm gonna chalk it up to. Different platforms, different politics. I gotta plug my laptop up soon. That's gonna be annoying. That's gonna be annoying. OCO. Am I able? Oh, you can. Somebody was telling me that you can't really see what people were saying on TikTok. You can't do full screen, but don't want to keep the so people can see the comments, or keep it so as people you can see the comments. So you can do full screen. Appreciate the likes. We got 3. Let's get up to 5,000 likes. What time did I get on yesterday? Like 9? Yeah, like 9. What's up, Unruly King? Yeah, people are about to start seeing this soon, so a nice slow build. Let's see, how many people we got? We got 130 on StreamYard, 129 on Twitter, and 1 person on YouTube. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram, Darvin Osiris. I'm making content and going live again. He's back being a content creator. The pseudo's back. The king of pseudo. That's how the trolls are seeing it right now. The king of pseudo is back. You'll never be native. You still will never be native. Share screen. All right, cool. Yeah, let me stop pressing buttons on here. I'm probably going to just do the comments. You'll never be pseudo. You're always pseudo. You'll never be native. Hopefully, the ones I made today are as funny as the original ones. I was listening to the original one. I was like, damn, this one a classic, bro. Like, this one is a classic. When I'm through braiding, I'll tap the screen, though. OD for sure. Thank you, Unruly King. Thank you for the likes. There's a lot. Dr. Umar, Cash App, and GoFundMe been closed. You might be. You might just be. Are you the only one? Nah, it's somebody else on YouTube, too. Tahanga. It's somebody else on YouTube. Dr. Umar got his Cash App and GoFundMe shut down. Oh, God, he has. Baby mama drama. No more school Cash App. No more GoFundMe. He says, send in your money orders. You got to write that check and send in the money orders. Man, if you don't go build that school, Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, Baby Smurf. If you don't go and build that school, bro. The Prince of Pan-Africanism, ladies and gentlemen. The Prince of Pan-Africanism. They shut down my Cash App. They shut down my Cash App. They shut down my Cash App. No more Cash Apps, ladies and gentlemen. No more Cash Apps, ladies and gentlemen. No more Cash Apps. Now, you have to go fund me directly, ladies and gentlemen. You have to go fund me directly, ladies and gentlemen. My brothers and sisters. You have to go fund me directly, my brothers and sisters. They shut down my Cash App on that Frederick Douglass' birthday. Yo. He said they shut his Cash App down on Frederick Douglass' birthday, man. And then he say he was related to Frederick Douglass. Yo, how ironic, bro. How ironic. They shut his Cash App down. They shut his Cash App down on Frederick Douglass's birthday, and he claimed to be related to Frederick Douglass. And his Frederick Douglass' family is like, we are not related to this dude. And now they shut down his Cash App and his GoFundMe on Frederick Douglass' birthday. You can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up at all. Life is hilarious, bro. What else happened? What else happened to, like, then, yeah, got that shut down. And then, yeah, the baby mama drama. You got 2 kids. Yeah, it's 2 daughters. That's crazy. Yeah, it's 2 daughters. And getting denied visitation and stuff like that. That's crazy. 2025 has been a year, and it just started. Honestly, it has been a year. Well, spring is coming up, so the real New Year is coming up in 3 days. In 3 days, the real New Year is coming up. Spring equinox. All right, how many people we got? We got 100. I've probably been live for like what 20 minutes now. 17 on StreamYard. Pan Africans in general are just going out sad, bro. It's not even It's not even just Dr. Umar. It's just Pan Africanism in general. It's just going out sad, and it's crazy to see. It's over for that mess. Yeah, it is. It is. It's over. It had a good run. What, like over a decade, over a century run. Pan African ain't making it to the next stage. You can only hope. Because the ones on Twitter, dude, they are disgusting. But I ain't gonna get into that. Just know they're disgusting over on Twitter. What's up, James Howard? Invite as a guest. Yeah, make sure how many shares we got on here. Make sure y'all share out the TikTok live. Get some people up in here. Share with a friend. Share it with a friend. Let me see. Let me share this out. Who's online? Who is online? Chocolate vegan. Who sent to cuz? What's up, DBG? What's going on? We got 8 shares. Appreciate it. Let's try to get to like 10 shares. 10 shares. I'm just chopping it up. Waiting to see who comes through. Yesterday's live was long. I was like, you'll be chatting on TikTok. I tell you. You'll be chatting on TikTok. People ain't afraid to come up. On Twitter, I got the same trolls. They don't want to pull up. Got the same trolls on Twitter in my comments every day, but don't want to pull up. Appreciate it. We got 15 shares. Appreciate it. You been on Clubhouse, DBG? What's going on Clubhouse? Who else is online? Who else can I share this to? Who else is online right now? Let's see. Hey, Woody. Move with peace. My brother, move with peace. I'm online. Like, why would TikTok tell me that? Of course, I know I'm on live. Online, I'm alive now. Yesterday on TikTok, I seen a white Nigerian cuss out an actual Nigerian in Yoruba language. Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. They got white Babalaos over there. They got white Babalaos. What's up, Big Uchi? They got white Babalaos. So don't nothing surprise me over there. And them Pan-Africans on Twitter, like, oh yeah, show us your Indian culture, blah, blah, blah. I was like, they got white people, they got white Babalaos, bro. Like, what are we talking about? They let any. I had an African tell me, like, oh yeah, we like to share our culture. Like, yeah, we proudly share our culture. You sharing your spirituality with people? I guess, man. I guess. You something that's supposed to be closed to outsiders. Okay. Wherever the money goes, I guess. Wherever the money goes. Huh? All about that pape. What's up, Papina? That's why I don't be like when people be talking about hoodoo so loosely. Like, you talking about hoodoo something. Like, bro, if you don't stop it, that's something that needs to be closed. Like, there shouldn't be no books on hoodoo, dude. There should not be no books on hoodoo. Hoodoo is they close it to Black Americans. Oh yeah, they close it. Yeah, I bet. But wasn't there a TikTok? Yeah, it's like a TikTok. Was it an Asian or a white woman talking about some damn hoodoo? I was like, if you don't get the fuck off my screen, dude, get that shit off. If you don't get that shit off my screen, reading a goddamn book on hoodoo, bro. Like, what? If you don't get out of here with that, like, y'all just giving away the sauce, bro. For what? You're just giving away the sauce of our spirituality and our practices just to make some damn money. What's up, old car lover? October is gonna be very interesting. If TikTok's still around in October, it's gonna be some fun. We're gonna have some fun in October. When we got like a month of TikTok left, supposedly. And so let's say China actually does sell TikTok, right? Let's say China actually does sell TikTok. The algorithm is going to change again. And it depends on who's going to buy it, too. There's going to be someone that's against free speech or someone that's for free speech. There's two types of people that could buy TikTok, right? It's going to be interesting how that plays out. What's up, Mind Makeover? How you doing? Are extraterrestrials indigenous? What? Are extraterrestrial? How about you know what? Just come up. I actually want to hear you. I want to actually hear your logic behind what you just said. Come up. Just come on out. What's up, Carolina Tobacco? What's up? I have a Discord if you want to join. I have genealogy classes on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, if you want to join my Discord, hit me up or hit up Suzik. Who else? Any of my mods here? I know Suzik's here, right? Yeah, Suzik, she's a mod. See how many of my mods are here. What's up, Paperwork? Shout out. I made you a mod yesterday, Paperwork. I forgot to tell you.
Well,
Made you a mod yesterday. Up, let me.
hey, bro.
Hold on. Up.
What's good, bro?
What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. The reason I asked that was because most indigenous like folklores are really like globally they always talk about their ancestors like coming from the stars. Like you go to Africa, you got the Dogon tribe, and then you go to America, you got the Washita tribe, and they always they always talk about the people coming from the stars and then they landed here. So
Okay. I mean, that'd be. I'll just say no because if you want to be technical, indigenous means to be born in a place, and it's etymology. But I say no. But indigenous Americans do have stories of star elders. They call them star elders. I know the Mayans, the Haudenosaunee would be the Iroquois, the Algonquin. Who else? A lot of them have stories about coming from the Pleiades. So
yeah.
That's and some have stories about coming from Sirius Star. So yeah.
Yeah, Sirius Star. Everybody be talking about that, man. The city, Anunnaki, Sirius, Dogan. Yeah, a lot of people be talking about this as Sirius Star.
Yep, and a lot of people venerate
kids. Everybody.
Yep. And then a lot of people venerate the North Star, which is the Polaris star too. That's like the brightest star in the constellation. So in the galaxy, I say. So share some stories. Share some of the stories. I mean, I can show you. What's up, Crystal? Who else we got in here?
Hey, but I got a twist though. So of course in 2025, everybody believe in extraterrestrials. Do you believe mermaids exist?
Yeah,
hell yeah. So are they indigenous to the ocean?
You can say that.
Yeah. Because 10 years from now, everybody gonna be talking about mermaids, like how we talk about extraterrestrials.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I study. Yeah, I used to actually talk about extraterrestrials a lot on TikTok back in like 2020 and 2021 when I was heavily on here. Yeah, it's a couple books you can check out. You can check it. The one by what it's called Akans, Other Africans in the Sirius Star System. That's a good book. I would share a lot of Freedom Mutwa, what he would say. I read his books. What's up, Collecti? What else? What else is some good? Because I rather listen to like people's because extraterrestrials are mostly, I would say, because a lot of things we know about extraterrestrials. This live, I'm gonna come. Okay, cool. My live is blocked. What? but yeah, a lot of things, information about extraterrestrials is pushed through the UFO community, and the UFO community is compromised. I'll just say that.
What do you think about that dude, Billy Carson? I think that's his name.
Yeah, Billy. What I think, just regurgitate that he plays into that too. A lot of information about extraterrestrial ties back to some type of religion that's pushed through the Vatican. So,
okay,
I'd be careful. I go off my own. Oh, it's restricted. Okay, fool. I'd rather go off people's own personal experiences with extraterrestrials because the way I see a reptilian is different than what another person would see a reptilian. You know.
Yeah, everybody got their own interpretations of things, brother.
Yeah, exactly. So I tell people just go off your own personal interpretations. Mm-hmm. What's up, 6% Nigerian? That's a funny handle.
Yeah. Sometimes I just be like, "Fuck Earth, bro." Sometimes I just want to become extraterrestrial and lead this motherfucker. Yeah.
I definitely believe it. But
yeah.
But yeah, I was about to say, I believe in the star elders or star brothers and sisters. So
Yeah, they say it's all kind of shit out there, though, man. They say you got water planets, you got water worlds, you got all type of different atmosphere planet, bruh. Yeah.
okay. So all right, hey, how you doing, Mind Makeover?
But God bless you, though, brother. Much respect to you and your panel.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me up.
No problem. Hey, what's up, Eddie? What's up, Ancient?
What's the deal? This paperwork, this is my other page.
All right, for sure, for sure.
I mean, I'm trying to hear some of the Mayan stories and shit, like coming from the stars and shit.
Let me pull it up. I can just show you mine. I actually uploaded the video. I think I might have uploaded it here on TikTok, maybe. But here, I got you. I'm at the I actually uploaded the video. I think I might have uploaded it here on TikTok, maybe. But here, I got you. But I'm at to mute the mic on I'm gonna just set it up. My mic here and then just let y'all hear it. I gotta plug my laptop up. Great. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right, cool. I'm here. All right, cool. All right, let me see. Hold on 1 second. All right, I forgot my laptop actually wasn't plugged up. Cool. Now, there we go. We can finish this up. Yeah, so let me flip my you get yeah, that's the video. Only video I really got on it. But if you read the book, I think Atlantis, I think it talks about that. Or a book on the Pallades that talk about that too. But that's an interesting story. That kind of makes sense.
genetics as well.
Big StreamYard. Did I mute myself on? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I do. All right, cool. I fixed StreamYard. DNA. But yeah, you can go ahead.
No, I was just saying I focus on the genetics, and due to migrations and genetics, all the spots that the Mayans supposedly be, the genetics match all across the map.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because mines were sent a lot of places. They migrated to and was sent like they were a part of the slave trade. So I went into that yesterday, but you know, you have people the Powhatan, one of my tribes, the Powhatan, they have a connection with the Mayan. Because one of the Powhatan chiefs got sent to Mexico for 10 years. Sent to Mexico in Spain in a 10-year span, and then he came back with the Mayan men, and he was considered a Mayan amongst the Powhatan. You have the Muskogee, their connection with the Mayans. You got Mayan clay. You got Mayan clay in Georgia. You got Mayan. You have the Kansas City Journal that talks about how the Mayans migrated to Louisiana in the Delta area. You know, the Mayans were sent to the Carolinas and Virginia during the slave trade, and they also got sent to Caribbean islands too.
So they are everywhere. I was reading a source that said that they migrated themselves to Florida and Georgia.
Oh yeah, yep, Florida and Georgia. Yep, they're in Florida too. What's up, Souls? Yeah, I ain't seen you in a minute on there, Souls. Who else we got? Okay, Print the top spender right now. Okay, she got her paper up. All right. Thank you for the fly. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the rose ungreeted. Peace and blessings. Feathers up, feathers up, feathers up. Oh, yeah, drop your tribes in the chat, y'all. Drop your tribes. Trying to see some.
What's up? What's up?
Going on. Not much, just chilling. I just came from jujitsu earlier. Okay, you got Wasama. I know some people with Wasama. Actually, shout out to Johnny Aborigine. A side of security. Wasama.
Oh, you know some people from my tribe?
Yeah, Sada Shakur. I know Crystal. She's I know if you know Crystal. Crystal, she's like the Tuscarora and the Wokon have like a ending together. Mm-hmm. I know I found some Wasama for somebody in their genealogy. Yeah, because she descends from like the Jurgis family, and they end up being like Wakama and stuff like that.
The Driggers not my direct line. My direct line is the Varners.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah.
And then who else? I think there's some Wasama Chavis, right?
What'd you say?
The Chavis family, that's Lumbee, because I know some
Oh
Wasama.
yeah. But they tied in with the Driggers family too, and the Burbage family.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some Siwan. I have the Cobbit and family to the Carolinas. And then
Okay.
I don't know. I'm mostly Powhatan to the Skyway though. So those two different confederations I was going through. And I also have I had some Muskogee ties through the Catawba and Santee because they apparently descend from the Yamasi and the Yuchi. So
Yeah, our tribe technically falls under the Catawba, but completely genetically distinct now.
yeah, that's what happened with the Haudenosaunee and Algonquin. The Iroquois were Algonquin at one point. and then they became distant, genetically distant, and culturally distant after a while. That's why you hear someone like, oh, the Cherokee came from the Lenape and stuff like that. And then also you have like Southern Cherokee that come from the Yamasee or the Yuchi.
That's a fact. There was Creeks in there too.
Yeah, yep, the Creeks, the show. All right, what else? What other tribes? Did anybody else say a tribe? I know Tohonga, my boy Tohonga, he's on YouTube. Said Okanichi Saponi mixed with Chickahominy Powhatan, Prince and Muskogee. Why we arguing? So, do we got anybody on Instagram? Are they active? No, never. Instagram is never active. I mean, my Instagram, I'm in algorithm for reels. So I get more engagement on reels than live.
That makes sense.
So yeah, is that Los in here? No. And then what else? I got I have like a fifth grade grandma from Jamaica, so some Tainos in there somewhere. Tainos, because the Santee, because like yeah, that story, the Santee was getting shipped to and from Jamaica.
Oh shit, that's our people. So like the Wassamasaw tribe, a lot of us were being shipped to Spain and Jamaica too. So
Yeah,
you might be referring to the same story.
Yeah, for sure. Because my folks, they were born on a reservation in South Carolina, like that township, Santee Township. So
Yeah, Santee is like 20 minutes from where my family from.
yeah, my family is from Clarendon, Orangeburg, South Carolina. Come on.
Yeah, we might be family. My family owned most of Orangeburg for the longest since the 1600s.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, because my third great grandfather from South Carolina, he killed a white man, so that's how they ended up going to Baltimore, coming to Baltimore, and then that's on my dad's side. My mom's side, her mom is from Maryland, like mostly Maryland, and like one ancestor from Pennsylvania, and then her dad is was from Tennessee. Her dad was from Tennessee. Um, he had Cherokee, Chickahominy, and Catawba lineage. Um,
Which side of the Catawba though?
the Hagglers. I'm related to the Hagglers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm related to the Hagler family, King Hagler.
Yeah, bro, that's dope.
Yeah, and then my mom's side we also have Piscataway. Piscataway Accomack on my mom's side, also her mother's side, Piscataway Accomack. The Johnson, because the Johnsons in Baltimore, they were reclassified. They went from I seen them go from black to Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from Indian to black, actually, from Indian to black.
In what state?
Maryland. I'm from Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from
I
Baltimore.
would say here, because here they didn't document really anybody as Indian after 1820.
Yeah, that's how it happened. I seen like they documented them from it's like 1900 census they were Indian, like 1910 they were black. So I was like, yeah, I'm related to the Johnsons, so I'm a descendant of the Johnsons too in Maryland. So some of them have actually Accomack and Nanticoke because Delaware, yeah, the Johnsons in Delaware, they married because Anthony Johnson's daughter, she married a Nanticoke chief. You know,
Anthony Johnson.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
They dub him as the first black slave owner in America.
There you go.
Yeah.
But the Accomack have a story saying that he's Accomack. The Accomack tribe say that Anthony Johnson's Accomack. They're not for him, so. So yeah, what's going on, grandson?
What's up, brother? All them places you named, I got the same story, bro, but different last names.
For sure.
Delaware's, Months, Fell, Triggers, Francisco, the Cisco family of the Lenapes, and my people from Accomack. That's where my Franciscos came and mixed with the Lenapes in Delaware. And my Key family, which is my paternal line, they Great Dismal Swamp Maroons. So they like Creek mixed with Powhatan, all type of shit.
Damn, you related to Josh?
Yeah, well, our family was in the same area. Yeah, he a fucking, what's his last name? Boom. Too, I'm a Key. We got Tuscarora, all that. That's why I was saying we all mixed up with different tribes because we Maroons.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got maroon lineage too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's different.
The moon.
I said, damn, that's different. My family pretty much all one tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
one
Most of the
side.
people who was,
Man,
most
my
of the
shit
people
so
was
mixed
fighting.
up.
Mm-hmm. If you was fighting, you was getting up with other tribes.
Yeah, I got
So-
Virginia tribes. I got Creek tribe. I got Catawba.
Yeah.
Paiute, Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm calling
Cherokee
it
on
one.
my mom.
Like now, the Wassamasaw
Mhm.
tribe is the same descendants of the Kiowa, Edisto, Etowah tribes that were already here in Charleston. So my family come from different, like ancient tribes, I guess you could say, but all under the Wassamasaw
Mhm.
tribe today.
Are you saying
Yeah.
you said Etowah or Etowah?
Etowah.
That's different from Etowah, right?
No, that's the same.
I was saying, all right, bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know some enrolled Yamasi. I know some of you got to speak to the chief before. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's what.
Nah, you good. I was just saying, your
What's his name? Chief? What's his name?
Chief
He mixed.
Mm-hmm.
That's another, like, that's an example of another maroon group with hella different tribes in it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And then I know somebody's from London. That's like a couple of Londons.
That's what the Delaware tribes, most of them are Lungeons.
Oh yeah, they mix with the goddamn Moors. I'm hip. 1700, they were considered Moors in Kent, Delaware.
See, let me just
Yeah,
say this.
that's
See,
where
let me
my
just say
people from.
this.
That's where we from.
So,
Kent, Delaware. Let me show you real quick.
See, now they mixed with the
Shit.
Moors. The Moors came in
They
mixed with
did.
everybody, huh?
Right.
I know.
Man,
a
why
couple-
y'all
I mean,
got
they
you
had the
guys?
fleet.
You
They
guys
had
say
the
that.
fleet
Soon,
persecution.
you guys say that as soon as
Look.
I come up here, bro.
Shit,
Show
we
this
was
real
already
quick,
talking
bro.
about that, bro.
A word,
But you are more Australian, Puerto Rican.
man. Why you gotta do it like that? Chill.
My dear, hey, host, let me show this real quick, bro.
Yeah, okay, I'm about that. I got you. I'll let you explain. I'm gonna explain.
Mm-hmm. This is my great grandfather's and this they death record right here. You see, say
Yeah.
more right here for color.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? It's my pop Robert Muntz and Jemima Hanser, my great grandma.
You know what? I'm about to start claiming it. I'm about to start claiming. I can't even find that shit in my genealogy.
Yeah, stop claiming it then, because y'all niggas don't even know the story.
Man, you said that 3 months ago, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I can't find that shit in my shit. I can't find more in my genealogy. I don't know. I couldn't see it.
So you want to be a sovereign citizen, huh?
Nigga, I'm trying to get paid.
Man, he traveling, bro. He ain't driving.
Oh, so whoever paying people, that's what you a part of, huh?
Nigga, not like that. It's not like I'm greedy for the shit. It's like, it's like,
You got Spanish blood in you.
Look at them African tethers, man.
Yeah, I do. I got Iberian blood in me.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I got Spanish in me. I got the most Spanish, I bet y'all.
Shit, that ain't a good thing. You a colonizer.
Not really, because
Oh,
like,
come on, man.
not really.
Yeah.
Or if you have anybody We had family that's classified as Negro in South Carolina. They were Berber stop. So
Say that one more time.
if I heard there's a 1740 Act, right? And the Negroes in South Carolina, they were classified as Berbers.
Yeah,
I got
country.
that's a fact.
I'm about to say I got the article. I mean,
It's
it's
the
definitely
Sun-
Berber Motors.
What about North Carolina? I'm in North Carolina right now.
They was there too.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was all like one at one point. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Scottish Moors.
Actually, nah, here's the crazy thing about this, though, right? I didn't know it was people from Barbados and Bahamas that got sent to NC. That's crazy. Like, people from...
yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. I know somebody with that lineage.
That's
I
crazy.
do.
Here go right here.
You got to remember the English was their first colony was Barbados, and then they took that shit and went to Virginia, bro.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And you had Cubans that were sent to North Carolina too.
Hey, yo, you got small Cuban communities in NC. I'm not lying. You got small Cuban like neighborhoods.
Like you got the Shepherd family, the Epps family. I got a surname list. I can show you.
Niggas be trying to act like the
Hold on,
Moors
so
ain't get reclassified.
the Moors was
Negro.
Africans?
I'd
No,
say they
nigga.
were both African and European.
Oh my god, yo. They're the indigenous Europeans. If you got Scottish lineages,
sure.
Iberian lineages, English lineages, you have Moorish blood.
Them niggas African.
He said,
No, they not. Bro.
That's why I tried to
Well,
line
when they got
to
to
say,
Alabama,
bro.
they said they was African.
I mean, but here's
They labeled them, but the Moors was labeled the Africans that were enslaved. They were the ones that was enslaved. The ones that wasn't enslaved were the conquistadors' friends, the conversos, the Moriscos. These ain't the same people.
I mean, it makes sense though. Like, look, you can't be from a place but not have a place built there, but go to another place and build shit there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like most of the
Hold
shit.
on, how you? But Moors from Morocco, right?
Mauritania.
No,
is
they
that
went to
about it?
Morocco. They went to Morocco after they left the Middle East before right after the Phoenicians. So it's like this, right? The Vandal Kingdom went into North Africa, right around 500 AD, CE, right? And then after that, the Byzantine conquered the Vandal kingdoms, and then the Vandals was conquered by the Berbers, aka the Phoenicians, that moved to Tunis, and they called them the Afri. And then the Muslims came in and converted the Afar people, right, the Afri people, and made them Muslims, and that was right before they invaded Spain. And they fought the same people that's enslaving us here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to remember, 1492 is when they got inside out the hit on them, and they came right over here.
Hey, yeah.
No, they're not Africans. They migrated in there.
You, bro. You said the fantasy Africans.
Who y'all think the Europeans is that got kicked out of Europe? That was fighting the Vandals, and their kingdoms was getting took over.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Because and they got sent to so many different places. Like where'd they go?
Yes. Yes. The ones who traded. Just like the Indians here. The Indians that traded here traded on us.
Yep.
It's the same shit.
Wait, so let me ask you a question. Would you consider the Roman Catholic Christians that was in Spain part of Moors? So some people do that shit.
Some of them were.
Yeah, some of them, they were called Morenos.
But the ones who did, the ones who refused to convert, left. They started a republic, the Republic of Saleh, Morocco, and then they came and destroyed that place and put them in chains. You get what I'm saying? They went to Canary Islands where they were set up too and put them in chains. So when you hear stories about them first invading Canary Islands and then Morocco and then West Africa, they were chasing Moors because the Moors went down there in the medieval times and built castles and shit.
Damn, so
Those
the
are the
Moors brought all
Africans.
that drama to America then. Damn.
No, bro. Who's the ancestor of the Indians, bro? It's the ancient North Eurasian. They got the same ancestors.
That ain't their ancestors. Hell no.
You want to see it?
Nah, let's not do that, bro.
Did not birth the Indians now.
I ain't gonna lie, I do got Eurasian in me though. I got Eurasian. I keep it in.
That's because you a fancy African, bro.
Yes,
I don't know, man.
Man, shut the fuck up.
What's up, Ryan?
It's the ancient North Eurasian. The ancient North Eurasian got mixed with the Paleo-Siberian to make them other ones, and that's why you see them black ass Siberians.
Ain't like the Eskimos. The
Mm.
Eskimos be dark as shit. I be seeing some.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's
Because they have-
that's like that chart I found earlier.
Yeah, Taraji B. Henson is related to Eskimo. She got Eskimo lineage.
She looked like it.
Inuit. Inuit's the correct term. Yeah, I be forgetting. They don't like being called Eskimos.
I mean, we're just breaking this shit up. So you saying he birthed the Indians?
Hey, that like the original Neanderthal.
That's not.
That-
how
This
he
how
look.
they, this how they,
That's not how he look. Look, pay attention to your tree and see how Basal Eurasian and see how the Ungi break right off from them.
I'm already knowing. We was going through this earlier.
Yeah, the Ungi and them come from the Eurasian. So they the direct unmixed people from the ancient North Eurasian. So they show you how they look phenotypically. That's why he the Basal East Eurasian. One went west, one went east. One went west, one went east. That's what they the East Eurasians, and the Europeans is the West Eurasians. You see that Western hunter gatherer down there? You see how he black?
Yeah.
One's east, one's west. That's it.
Yeah, we was breaking this shit down earlier a little bit. Yeah, these
Same ancestor. Yeah.
Like some of them are trust.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
That's a Gravetian. That's a Western hunter. That's a Western Eurasian right there.
We was just breaking this shit down.
Some
earlier.
of them people in West Asia got an E.
And the
They R1B,
RM269 is a short version of
what I'm saying.
R1B. Well,
So don't they got the same? No, it is R1B. It's a clad of R1B, RM269, and they got a third of them been coming here. And I know they've been coming here. They the Salutrians. You get what I'm saying? So the ancient North Eurasian had Malta Bade. He's R1B. You get what I'm saying? So if you check the southeastern tribes right now, that's predominantly their haplogroup, and they don't talk about that.
All right, you see the comment, Ryan? You might have to close your app and come back.
yeah, we was just breaking this shit down a little bit earlier.
Boom.
That's why they
It's time to
Negroes started the Indo-European language. Because these are the niggas that created the Indo-European language.
bullshit. That's who we got.
And say the Africans broke off from some other shit. But they got the pygmy at the top though.
Word. But for some reason, they different people. It's like, whoa. But if you pay attention to the genetic makeup of Africans, they a mixture of all of these people. Like the Ethiopians, they got some fucking Khoisan Y DNA in them. But they also got
These niggas made up
maternal.
characters, huh?
Yeah, they made up.
Yeah.
They mixed. You can't be homogenous and mixed with everything.
So the basal north, well, I mean a Western Eurasian mixed with a Neanderthal to make the Siberians, the Arabs.
That's the Moors mixing with everybody.
I think people today are not mixed. Like, do you think there are groups of people today that are not mixed besides the ones like the Andamanese? But I'm talking about
like the Angis.
Yeah, like first world countries, stuff like that. Are the indigenous people still homogenous races?
Pygmies, maybe. No, they're not even homogenous no more. That shit over with. I don't know. Maybe the Dinkas.
I think they ass mixed with Europeans.
I think
like white teeth.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's the
Black
most
as fuck.
thing? I see most things. They got that European skull type. I don't know. Like they like black people,
Dinkas?
just like like with a Caucasian skull. If that makes sense.
What you think, Darvid?
Some of them do though. I ain't gonna-
All right, well, did somebody say something to me?
I said, what you think?
I'm just listening right now.
Okay.
Sometimes I just sit back and listen to see how people's logic is before I comment.
I feel you.
Yeah. What's up, Ryan?
Is my
All right, cool. I'm gonna expand you, grandson.
Just showing, and it's the Cro-Magnon, by the way, which is the early modern European. R1b is associated with the ancient North Eurasian, prevalent in Western Europe, you know? And we started in Russia, that's why. But you gotta remember, you got the unmixed version of the haplogroup, and then you got the super mixed version of the haplogroup. You got the homogeneous version of the haplogroup and the heterozygous version of the haplogroup. I mean, and if it's unmixed, it's always going to be a Negro. That's why you can find every haplogroup with a Negro. Haplogroup Q is even with the Papuans.
So
Nice.
Oh, go ahead, Darvin.
No, I was just saying, nice. You go ahead.
Hey, I'm greetings. You know, we was going through the chart the other day, right?
Yeah.
So that would kind of explain why the Papuans and the Siberians mixed up, because they both got that Neanderthal.
Q.
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
We were going through the PCA chart for the DNA, seeing what groups of people in the world are closest to each other. And
like, so you know what's
Papuans
crazy?
are close to that.
Hold on.
The Papuans are close to the Western Siberians, and which one was it? The Asian people,
East Asians.
like the Chinese.
You don't think they look alike? You don't think they look alike? They look just alike. I'll show you right now. Some of these motherfuckers look like twins, man. Some look like black natives. Look at this nigga.
Hey, hold on. I know somebody with that same nose. Watch this.
I got my granddad's brother.
What's up?
Let's see what he got.
He kind of got that same nose a little bit. I'm not even gonna point.
So he got that brow bone too.
That's your uncle?
Yeah,
No,
nigga,
nigga.
his brow bone.
Y'all know what this
Nah, he
is.
be out here talking about the Moors, and he be on TikTok, Instagram.
Bro, I don't be watching
He out of
TikTok.
space.
I'll be watching TikTok either. I stay must have followed on my notifications.
I ain't gonna lie. He look just like a Papua New Guinea nigga. I'll keep it a beam with you.
He do.
You do? You do.
Yeah, he kind of do. He look like a mixed version.
Hey, I can see that.
Shout out to y'all that study genetics. You know what? I'm gonna send you y'all some videos since y'all study it. It's a doctor. She's half American, half Ghanaian. And she studies like DNA and stuff. She was saying that they found there's cosign DNA in America. There's cosign DNA that's found in America. And she was just breaking down like the DNA and stuff like that from an unbiased perspective, because you know she has Piscataway on her mom's side, and then she's Ghanaian on her dad's side, I believe. And then she was just breaking down how like a lot of the DNA can be interpreted as American, or it could be Moorish and stuff like that. And then also there's a book my homie posted about pygmies being found in Tennessee. So
I could believe it.
Me too. They old as fuck.
I mean, they not getting all around this motherfucker.
And
Go
ahead.
I was about to say, the pygmies down their birth, fucking everybody.
I mean, there's little people depicted all over the world. Like Mayans depict little people. You got them in Egypt, little people. It's all types of civilization that depict little people.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like those Mayans was in the Gritos and the Twa. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of see that shit.
They got Neanderthal blood for sure. You can see it in their nose.
I can show you something on that. Hold on, let me pull it up.
They got low brow bones for sure.
Yeah, them niggas got Neanderthal blood. I promise you that.
Who, the Mayans?
Hell, some of them, not all of them.
Yeah, I'm about to say the Yucatan Mayan probably.
That's what I wanted to show.
Let me hold on. I'm trying to expand you.
The ones in Guatemala,
That's
like
the one. The Yucatan.
So the Maya in Miami. This map is depicting the languages of the tribes in the southeast, and they have loan words and full-on same words from a lot of these people. So, tribes in Florida have a lot of the same words as the Maya. Tybee Island, also Maya and Yuchi. Some tribes like Mai, Kusabo, Panoan, Peru, which I have a lot of Peruvian DNA. Santee, Panoan, Muskogee. So it lines up with the stories, and this is the source. It breaks down like this dude. He's a linguist, so he breaks down languages around the world.
You said the Santee got Panoa. What a Panoa?
Hey yo, bro.
Panoan and Muskogee.
Oh,
Wait,
from Peru. Okay, cool.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of languages, right? I'm about to say this. I'm about to go wash some clothes. Look up the Olmec glyphs in the Mende, bro. The Mende language. It kind of matches. Look it up.
Really?
Yeah, the Olmec.
Yeah, but the modern Mendes ain't the old Mendes, bro. They're not the Muslims that came in from the Middle East, bro. Them niggas look like Dinkas mixed with other shit.
I'm talking about the language, but y'all
Listen, the Mende was created by Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa came from Sanjata Keita. Sanjata Keita is a descendant of Bilal ibn Rabah, which is half Quraysh. He's a Middle Easterner. These modern niggas are not the old. They're not.
So you talk about the original enslavers, huh?
The ones who got enslaved. But I hear you. They was enslaving pagans. Check who they was enslaving though. They was enslaving niggas who was putting babies in metal fucking containers.
Nigga, you be scaring me with your stories. You be scaring me.
But yeah, a lot of them folks that
So you telling me that the Africans don't still to this day do wild ass shit?
Oh, no,
they throw their babies in the bush.
I be seeing them bathing camel shit. I see that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Send me a link.
They do a lot of. I done see some things on Twitter. They'll show you that stuff on Twitter for sure. I done seen a lot of things I ain't never want to see before. But yeah, I was gonna say. But yeah, a lot of the West Africans they migrated from somewhere else, Middle East, India, Europe. Like they even tell you.
But the Bantu gotta come from Asia, bro. The Bantu look Asian and shit. They gotta come from Asia. Come on, you see the knots all over the Buddhas. Like they gotta come from Asia.
They say the Asian is it? What is it? It's
What's up?
HOS.
The cosign? Yeah, the cosign.
They have empathic folds, which is like a physical trait of some Asians. Like it's like the inner fold of the eye. They say they have very Asiatic looking features.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, again, I know it didn't. Yeah, I know it didn't come from Asians. I know it came.
So, and our people over here, we got them. I got people in my family that got them eyes.
Yeah, I have a younger brother that has them, and I'm like, I know you're not Asian.
Like, I'm lucky my mom has eyes because I had my dad eyes. Well, not I only got these eyes because of my mom. My dad has those eyes. His mother had those eyes. His grandmother had them eyes. Like, it's a trait. That's a trait in my family. So when they come with that bullshit, like, oh, you don't look, I was like, what does it look like? What does it look like? Oh, you look African.
Yeah, and it coincides with your skin tone, bro. Like you yellow.
I just adding on to what y'all was saying earlier. On here, talks about the Khoisan people, and it also talks about the Fulani. But right here, what I wanted to show is it says the Asiatic or Malay origin of the Fulas, however, maintained by the elaborate memoir of Dr. Gustave, whatever his last name, of Paris. And it also breaks down how the Fulani people are Malay people right here. The object of this work is to prove the Malay origin of the Fula language, and to this result, learned author is led by comparative I can't say that word, but y'all know what I mean.
Phylogeny. Hold on, where is it? Theology?
No, philology.
Theology. Theology.
Yeah, theology. What's up?
Watch some clothes, y'all. Peace.
Peace. Take it easy.
But yeah, it breaks down in this book completely that they belong to a Malayan race or Malayan group of people. But the book is called The Fulahs of Central Africa.
Yeah, they moved in there. Like they got some of them got haplogroup R1b and they evolved their own version. They've been in Africa so long. So them niggas has been mixing with them Africans for a minute now.
But they got a similar origin to the Malagasy people in Madagascar, because you know their genetics is Indonesian. But they recognize the Indonesian Asiatic ancestry of the Malagasy people, but not the Fulani.
Because our ancestor is haplogroup P. Our ancestor is literally from Asia.
Mm-hmm.
What about the what is it? I know on my mom's side, we have a lot of what is it? So characteristics to what is it, the Negrito from the
Negrito?
yeah. I actually saw a picture of a young girl that looks very similar to how my mom looked when she was younger. And I was like, that's interesting.
And people if you're Indian.
Yeah, I have Pamunkey, Cherokee, Muskogee Creek background. I'm from the southeast. Alabama to be exact. So yeah.
Yo, what's up, Warbucks?
Hey, I was on the show, right? Because he brought up the Malay race. And this book also says the Fulani are of Malay origin in Asia, but they also say the Aztecs, right? Aztecs. Who else? The Aztecs. Californians. And the east, east part of the Americas, Indians are a Malay
Oh, my bad.
race.
Oh, I didn't even peep you wanted to expand.
Oh, you good.
Yeah,
It's true, bro. True. Haplogroup B is prevalent out this bitch.
And it's talking about Madagascar, bro. Everything I just said.
This is way before DNA though. This is crazy because DNA just makes it go outside. But he said the Malays regarded to intelligence the third race of mankind. Doubtful if Malay is a distinct type. Great uniformity of personal appearance and complexion. The Siam, the Cochin Chinese. The Cochin Chinese, if you take this out, you get black people, right? But the Cochin Chinese is a mix between.
Oh, that's just the Central Asians mixing with the Chinese.
Yeah, they used to rule China though until they was expelled. Some nations of Indochina, which is Indonesia, and leading people of Polynesia are Malays. They are Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Madagascar, New Zealand, Sandwich Islanders, Malacca. Early history unknown, very ancient people. They occupy part of New Holland, which is Australia, and some of the Indians of America, California, and Aztecs especially, are of Malay origins. How they reached America, Pacific Ocean, and other places where they inhabit the Pacific, a ruined world, antiquity. So basically, that's what this chapter is talking about.
Let me bounce off.
Haplogroup B is in every one of them. I bet you. And M and B.
All right, hold on. Let me expand you. Cool.
Here it says the Fulahs are not Negroes. They differ essentially from the Negro race in all characteristics, which are marked by physical anthropology. They may be said to occupy the intermediate space betwixt the Arab and the Negro. All travelers concur in representing them as a distinct race in moral as in physical traits. To their color, the various terms bronze, copper, reddish, and sometimes white has been applied. So they were called everything, bro. And this is in the 1800s when they're talking about this.
For sure. Man. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm learning some things today. That's one of the reasons I came back on TikTok. That was with people. I know people get a lot of flack. Oh yeah, TikTok, blah blah blah. But you learn a lot of stuff on TikTok. So Just, y'all got sources and all types of things. And yeah, I came back on TikTok, show love. Since I'm popping since I've been on Twitter. But yeah, if y'all got videos and stuff y'all want to share it on Twitter, just hit me up. Uh, maybe prone to go viral. Who knows?
Bet.
Yeah, if y'all got videos, just send them to me. I'll share it. I'll tag you. If you are on Twitter, and then this shit, coming back showing love to who's on TikTok. Just kind of come through people's lives and stuff. Go live myself, and yeah, it's been a good time.
It's all regular click right there.
I see.
That's
Nice.
paperwork.
And then I got stuff. I'm putting stuff together too. Not only just on this, so I got a powwow coming up this year. So, or it's festival, whatever you want to call it. People linking up together. Also like a rally too. So
Yeah.
in Baltimore.
Okay. What time of the
Yeah.
year?
Figured it out now. I wanted it in the summer, but when I was going to do it outdoors, I waited too late. That was my fault. I waited too late to book the venue. So it's
Yeah.
either going to be in August, between August and November.
Okay. Because our powwow is, I think, October 12th this year.
I'm going to be in LA. I'm also speaking at a college in LA with Southwest Community College.
That's fire. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Urban Indian Heritage Society. If y'all know who Phoenix Moon and them are, Phoenix Moon, Tasha She, my cousins. So it's gonna be cool.
Are they your cousins?
Yeah, they're my cousins. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I met Tasha She in person before. Gonna be seeing Phoenix and a lot of folks for the first time. And if y'all know who Safa Karuism is, he's like one of the OGs of this. He used to tell me that.
No, I don't know who that is.
If you've seen those memes, those pictures of him like comparing people to like mines and stuff, like he's like if you ever seen those pictures circling around the internet, he was one of those. I can show you one of them.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see, because they're all over social media. Like we'll say, like Mayan, Louisiana. Let's see, Louisiana, Indian. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm sure you probably seen that tag before. Let me try to find something. I gotta go to my profile. I gotta go to my Twitter. Let me share my screen. Flip camera. Let me turn this off. All right, let me go through Twitter profile. If you haven't already, make sure you follow. I just hit 24K on Twitter. Let's hit 24K. Let me see. Media. Maybe I posted something. Shout out to Johnny Aborigine too. I wonder how far I gotta scroll through this. Or I can go on Pinterest. Let me go on Pinterest, actually. Let me go on Pinterest. Yeah, you see, if you've seen pictures like this before.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I met him in person too. Like he on YouTube, all over.
Okay.
Yeah. He's talking about how folks would link up on Google Plus and shit like that, like back in the day. I was like, damn, like it's like back in 2009 and stuff like that. So it was cool chopping it up with him. He also knows Jay Nightwolf.
Yeah, I never knew who was behind those memes or those pictures. I
Yeah,
only saw them get randomly shared. It was never from the regular source account. It was always somebody saved it and then posted it themselves.
Yeah, He got a lot of gems too. He break down a lot of occult like stuff too, and tying things back to America and all that. So
Funny boy, you can see his them features with the prominent brow and that nose. But
oh,
then, you will see features like this, where it's like a cross between that and the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could tell they mixed all up and shit. Like, let me show you another one. Like this one. Hold on. Tell they mixed all up.
I
Well, one
think.
thing I can say. Go ahead, Darvin.
Oh yeah, I know. Top Cat shared a book on how the Fulani have European blood too. But yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, what I
No,
was
they
about
got
to
Western
say is
Eurasian blood from the R. The R.
Oh, okay.
a lot of the Fulani, they also mix with the Hausa, which also aren't from West Africa either. So some of them traits aren't
Right.
technically African; they still Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, something like that.
Oh no, they destroyed the oil empire and they were stealing women and shit. They the niggas that came in and destroyed the oil empire. And they beat up the Yorubas, they beat up the Igbos, and they was enslaving them and shit. Yeah.
A lot of them the ones
And they wife
that have
stealers.
Group E.
Yeah, they wife stealers. You know what I'm saying? But they got some A's and B's too. Man.
Just a glyph of some Nagas, some Negas, some Negroes, ancient Negroes in the middle of the tree of life, which is information. You can see if you look closely, you can see the Florida lease in the intricate, designs, you know what I'm saying? That's why when we say the serpent, when they talk about the serpent and the tree of life in Genesis, this is the tree of life. It's actually it's like information.
So
It's a lot of information in this one little thing. I don't know if y'all can peep.
Look like mermaids on the left and right.
Well, there's like Nagas, which are half serpent, half human. An idea, yeah. But you find Naga Valley in Egypt and shit like that. But there's a lot going on in this small little pig.
So they say that's where the concept of Medusa came from.
What about them Chinese Nagas?
I don't know the Chinese Nagas. What Chinese Nagas? You mean their idea of what the ancient dragon?
Nah, they call themselves Nagas. Like Nagasaki, like they call themselves Nagas.
See, that Anu people used to live in Nagasaki, and the ancient Naga were the Anu people of Japan. They weren't. They were melanated. You know what I'm talking about? The Anu people. Yeah, they brought information.
During the Samurai Wars, they was calling themselves Nagas.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't Chinese at the time. I'm telling you, Japan. I mean, we can look into it right now. The Japanese were like,
yeah, look it up. Naga warriors, Naga samurai warriors. Yeah, you ain't know nothing about that. Why you finna learn?
Naga samurai. One second.
Well, y'all done. I got a question I had to ask you, grandson.
Shit like this from a video game, bro. Oh, I see. Yeah, they got little afros.
Let me see. Statue.
Like a tribal warrior, little afro going on.
You ain't never heard of that, boy. Nagaland.
Yeah, I heard of Nagaland.
A lot of Mongols lived in India, Nepal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Mongol phenotype.
They just got there though. Like when they called it Nagaland, I'll show you. Look right here in this book, right? Wait.
You think so? How long you think the Himalayan people were mixed with Denisovans?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The most Denisovan got the Andaman Islanders and shit like that. 1 second though.
Yeah. But they gave them the reason why they can breathe all the way up there in them Himalayas is because the DNA that they inherited from the dinosaur.
Yeah. 1 second. Which planet? Negro Papuan. Negro. Wait 1 second. Damn, nigga. Get me right to the spot. 1 second, bro. Damn. All right. All right. So here, something about the Negroes, right?
Mm.
And they're saying they're from and basically Melanesia, from Australia to the Euphrates. Basically, is what they're saying. Like the Negro woolly hair type, independently of diluvian cultivations, appear to be forestated, rising to have extended northward to lower ranges of the
The
Himalayas.
Himalayas, like I said.
So that's where they extended to. But if you look right here, I mean, if you keep going, right? I mean, we went over this before, but it says range Himalayan chain, if indeed that region was not original seat and that it did not extend in a pure or perhaps somewhat mixed state eastward to Japan, may be surmised by the present population of Formosa, being apparently descendant of expelled race once resided about the coast of China. Which,
China.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They used to rule China, but they were expelled, right? It is confirmed from the existence of a black stock with the Caucaso Mongols, and now turned
Mongol did.
into black-haired people, a denomination which implies distinct race, not genuine Chinese. The same inference may be drawn from the black people mentioned by Abu Ghazi and the melanated Californians in west coast of America. But if you go down here, it says,
You know about the Myanmar?
yeah, they were
They
invaded by the
Nagas too.
Siam. You gotta think they were invaded by the Siam people, which are Chinese-looking people.
Oh, you
But
mean Sino people, Sionites?
yeah, you know where you get the word Siamese?
Oh, Siamese, gotcha.
Is apparent. Wait, what it says? Red Sea Straits of Bab ascend the Nile or cross that river to the west. For that movement of this kind were long continued, is apparent from the Nagas or Noregas, who visited Spain and the Mediterranean islands under Norax to late dawn of authentic history. So that's how the motherfuckers got up there to Scotland.
Nah, we been doing that, baby. We been doing that.
But look, taking the whole southern portion of Asia westward to Arabia, this conjecture, which likewise was conclusive drawn after patient research by the late Sir Stanford Raffles, accounts more satisfactorily than any other for the Oriental habits, ideas, traditions, and words, which can be traced among several of the African tribes in the South Sea and in the South Sea Islands, from the South Sea, which is Pacific, to the
See, that's Madagascar. Yeah, they definitely went there.
They saying they moved westward from the Himalayas. So see it. Wait, it said it point out.
And then I tell you, we from Russia and we migrated from out and we went in and we converted the Berbers right before we went into Spain and took it back from the white people.
Well, this is saying a different group of people. You're talking about people who came from north of the Himalayas. These people were south of the Himalayas.
Bro, you just doing different directions on the same mountains.
Look, it says South Sea
same people.
That's what I'm saying. No, that Himalayas used to be a frozen wasteland, frozen before it melted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what separated the ancient India from North China and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Same with Siberia. It used to be frozen, but After the water melted and the volcano went out, it connected Siberia, connected to Eurasia. But Siberia used to be disconnected from Eurasia.
Yeah, but see, before this is way before WW2. So they're saying there was woolly hair people in Nagasaki.
Mm.
This is in 1800s. It's pointed out primeval city of the woolly hair people of Nagasaki, which are the ancient Ainu people.
Wait, yeah, I made a video on that before. I ain't like not that in depth, but I saw the pictures of the original Nagasaki. This was back in like 2020.
Yeah, I got a little video of it on my junk.
I'm gonna
But these
find that
people,
video.
as you can see though, these people who are called Nagas were recently invaded and turned, and they got that Chinese, you know, you're like North Eurasian, like Altai Mayan DNA recently, because this is talking about them as they were in the 1800s.
Yeah, that's
They were
the Han's moving in on everybody, the Han Chinese.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Is this a popular? My bad. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm trying to find that video I made on it. Maybe I can find it on Instagram.
See what I was saying though? The ancient empire of the Naga are serpent kings. Tribes of Asia. This is before they were really expelled. They were expelled many times. Like Asia has some of the most genocides ever in history.
Nah, for sure. And they do a whole lot of worshiping of cave people. They all go in the cave and worship the weird things that come out the caves. Hence why they mix with the weird things that come out the cave more than anybody.
Let me see. What? Have I found that video? Man, I got a lot of fucking videos.
Hey, but grandson, bro, I don't think a Neanderthal is what you think it is, bro. After I started doing some deep diving, man.
Well, let me tell you first what I think it is. I think that the Chedorskaya Neanderthal and the Mesmaskaya Neanderthal and the ancient Neanderthal is different from the Altaic Neanderthal. But go ahead.
Yeah, I know, because I remember you said that not last live, but like a few lives ago, when we was all on the panel, and you broke down how you thought about Neanderthals for a bit. But when I started looking at the genetics of a Neanderthal, they got a lot of genetics that's found within melanated people, but not YT people. So, like the sprinter gene, YT people are usually long distance runners. Most people know that they're endurance based people. Most of us are sprinters. We have the same exact gene down to the same allele. And I was reading up on it, and hold on, I got it right here. Which one was it? Yo, Darwin, I can get the base screen real quick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep, there we go. But I found the video. You can go ahead after. Yeah, I'll go after.
But it says positive selection detected by an extended haplotype homozygosity test was consistent only with Eurasian data, but simulations with neutral models could not fully explain the results found in the American continent. It is possible that the particular Native American population could be responsible for the observed allele frequency, which would have resulted from complex interaction between selective and random factors. So we have the highest amount of this DNA, and it's not even found in West Africa as much as it is here. And when I started to research where this came from, this exact gene comes from Neanderthal. And then when I started doing a little bit deeper research, I found out they both, Neanderthal and Denisovan, both have the A00 Y-DNA haplogroup. So it just messed my brain up. I'm like, okay, I need to start rethinking about that part of what I think about when it comes to genetics then.
So, all right, cool. Let me expand myself. But let me turn this thing off, this effect off, and then I got to tweak some things on StreamYard. All right, cool. So, yeah, this back in 2020. So mind the title. All right. I mean, this is 2 parts to that. Yeah. Let's go off my screen. Yeah, I used to be all over the world with it back once upon a time. Yeah, change that out. Oh,
To the main source. You know,
Yep.
there were a few curiosities that got the team wondering what was being overlooked further back in time. For example, 120,000-year-old Neanderthal was found in Siberia, Denisova cave. That eponymous site where the Neanderthal's big tooth cousin, the Denisova, was discovered. That individual, known as the Altai Neanderthal, had a genome very different from those of later European Neanderthals. You feel me? That's all. I just know it's like 4 or 5 different Neanderthals, different ones. The rest of them black, but the Altai one, he was mutated as fuck. That's the one that made the Chinese. Is this?
Oh, let me pull up my shit. I think my distance was close to the outside one too. Yeah, I just pulled it up. It is.
You say you got Mongol family members?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got a bit of distance to the Altai Neanderthal.
Nah, I don't think I ever chose you, bro. My shit crazy.
Nah, go ahead. It's fine.
All right, that's my genetic distances.
Put that up.
Oh yeah, about the,
That's interesting. I never seen ungreeted.
So you got the Denisova, all the Denisova, all the Neanderthals right here on this list, and these are my distances to them, bro.
Golly, bro, how you look, bro?
You know how I look.
how you look.
Oh yeah, you send me the picture, bro. What
You know
the
how I
fuck?
look.
Then you got to be like the original version.
That's what I'm trying
But
to
y'all,
say, bro.
but not look. You got Mesmaskaya. Remember, I brought him up. You got the Goyet Neanderthal. You get what I'm saying? And the Altai. You know, you got different. And look, you got the Les Coates Neanderthal, Soy Spy Neanderthal. You got different Neanderthals.
All of that's mad close there.
But look, they different genetic distances because they don't have the same genetics.
That's a fact. But then after that, all of my shit in the Americas. So all
What test is this?
This is sequencing DNA. It links you to the archaeological sites that are found. So
okay.
genetic distance is close to everything in the Americas.
Okay.
But
let me see if I can get more.
Part of my family is from Peru, so that makes sense.
All right, let me I'll follow you on here. Let me see. I'll follow you back. Send me that.
Yeah, I got you. Argentina, got every single site known. And my African sites are all the way on the last page, like a 30 genetic distance.
African sites? Like what?
The Tanzanian ones.
Okay, yeah, they South Asians, bro. They're not
Yeah,
even.
like a 28 genetic distance. I'm like, bro, that shit ain't even in the family.
Did you check with them Tanzanian bones? Did you actually go to the site? They show a trade between the Asiatic peoples, the Arabs, and the Southeast Africans. Those was mixed.
Well, yeah, that makes
skeletons.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I go to the sites when I see these, you feel me? Just like the English Rome, you got English Romans?
No, I don't got no Europeans close in my distance.
Damn, so you're not no original, you're no graves. But these is during the Roman wars. Like if you go into the English Roman graves, they got a bunch of headless skeletons. You know, they got beheaded like the Moors. You feel me?
Damn, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Hold on. Who's commenting on Instagram? Why did Africans, aka blacks, help whites death march? Man, the chef via United Free Africa called Buffalo Soldiers. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? Man, you can get off my live with that. You commented everywhere. If I ignore you, you should take that as a sign. I don't want
to. That boy gave you some grace.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same old Instagram troll that's in every reel of mine. Same on Twitter. Like people just be obsessed with me, bro. Like y'all have people that love you. I just want to know, you got people that love you? You can't. You can't have people that love you act like this, a loser on the internet. Imagine waking up every day and deciding to be a loser. But yeah, this is a cool live. This is a great live. Not much. Just noticed you were on live. Appreciate you for coming through. We're probably gonna be on here for another 30 minutes. So yeah, because I gotta get up in the morning. Ugh.
Yeah, I got one more little thing from that passage I was reading from the book.
For sure. I'll expand you. There we go.
So there was an asterisk in this, right? And the asterisk took you to this part where it says, it's still talking about the Negroes, the Negas, Nagas. Several of these, my bad. Several of these names recur most significantly. My bad, I got cotton mouth. Among the Negro tribes of Western and Southern Africa, right? Particularly those of the Nagas or Negros, Paharis, the Minas, and perhaps Gala, for in India, Gwala, or grazier professions, which were the agriculturalists, is the same as that of the African Galas, who also bear another Asiatic and their true name, Sedana. Gale, and Celtic, moreover, denotes a stranger or wanderer, therefore, Brackley also a nomad. So it's kind of,
You're talking about the Gullah?
Or
that name Gullah, Gaelic, Celtic.
Yeah. So here go my Neanderthals right here in Denisovans, right?
What's your
Let me
distance?
show you the distance. I mean, it ain't close like that. Let me show you. It ain't close like that, my boy.
It's funny.
Yeah. I'm a nigga, bro. Well, I mean, I still got that mixture with them, but you know.
For sure.
Yeah, bro. So the Denisovans must have looked like me.
I mean, you ain't identical, but I say somewhat. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the people with the most Denisova DNA, they black as shit. So I don't know.
Oh, ain't the Aboriginal Australians? Then they got the Denisovans?
Yeah.
Hell no. But them niggas is Neanderthals
the
too.
Austronesians.
And they almost got wiped out by the Europeans. If you want to know what the original Australians look like, look at the Tasmanians.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know a few Aboriginal Australians and Fijians. So yeah.
Yeah. I traced one of my lineages back to Tasmania, so that makes sense anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, can you put me on the big screen real quick? I want to show this.
For sure.
All right, so this is how we be using like the genetic. like I said, this all our people up here, grandson, ungreeted Yoshi. We you know what I'm saying, rock with the DNA and be breaking it down. So for me, my we go off haplogroups, genetic sequencing, and all that. We know that the ancestry DNA 23andMe, that's some bullshit. So we go deeper into it.
Mhm.
So for me personally, my mitochondrial DNA is D4 and it descends from haplogroup M. And I can prove like they say it's like 2 founding populations of the Americas, and they say it's like oceanic people and supposed to be Siberian people, and I can prove that through my own genetics. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Damn, I just exited that shit. And I needed it. Hold on. See if I can pull it back up.
And they be shadow banning us. Me and Pape Live used to do over 100 every time we went live. Shit changed
Yeah, it'd be like
drastically.
it'd be there. They changed that, man. Yeah, I could go on about that, but I'm not going to.
Man.
I was blacklisted on TikTok for so long, like years.
Mhm.
And so look right here, it's a haplogroup D4 mitochondrial DNA haplogroup found at a high frequency in Polynesia, Micronesia, and parts of near Oceania, right? But when we in grandson too, my haplogroup got the Polynesian motif.
Shit, the Polynesian motif is inside D4 too? Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
I posted earlier about the R haplogroups found in America. I didn't know there was different was it haplotypes?
Haplotypes. Haplogroups are full of haplotypes.
Let's see. All right. Well, I got you.
This chart. I was seeing if you. No, it's not. Oh, they're all the same. A little bit of the same. All right.
No, they're not the same.
We should put you back in.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get switched. I was trying to show.
Oh, for sure. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, so now my haplogroup descend from haplogroup M. Say while haplogroup M is primarily associated with Asia, it has been found in prehistoric Native Americans too. So that means the ancestors of my haplogroup was in America. Then when we do the this is a study right here of the ancient DNA perspective of mound of 72. They pulled the genetics out of the people in the mounds, and they got the haplogroups for those people. Let me pull it up real quick. And I actually found another what's the name I'm gonna share too. So this right here is the genetics that they found out of the mounds. And if we look at the genetics, we got A, B, C. So I share the same haplogroup as people in the mounds. Then on top of that, today I found out that I share a haplogroup with Lady Koya right here of Peru. This was one of the queens of Peru. And we share the same haplogroup. But that looked like some Egyptian shit. I just found that out today.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
fire. That's I've seen that before, and they got ones that look with that them bars on their head. Yeah,
Well,
that's
but I brought those maces yesterday at the ceremony of the wands. That's what I'm saying. That's where they took those so-called. They call them wands, but they also call them maces. But just like they look just like that. They do that in Europe. It's called ceremony of the wands. Crazy.
But Shay,
that should look like some.
But Shay, if you want to get into some I study a lot of occult stuff too.
My bad, I got one. They ungreeted. What's the haplogroup of all the non-African Y DNAs?
CT.
My nigga. Put me on the big screen real quick, Brody.
For sure.
This was crazy. Was it CT in Peru?
Chile, bro. 6,000 years ago, brother. And the Chinchorro mummies, dog.
And
that's fire.
CTE. CTE.
Hey, it's a subclade of mine. What was that D for what? D4H3?
Oh shit, let me put it back up real quick.
Why is CT over there anyway? What the fuck?
D4H3.
Or D4H3?
Yeah. And they got haplogroup P too. My other these both my ancestors. This is my ancient ancestor. This is my most recent ancestor. I mean, this is what it say about it though, right here. It says populations, the Y-DNA haplogroup CT in Chilean populations, the Y-DNA haplogroup CT M168, the root of all known Y-DNA lineages is present at a high frequency, likely reflecting a mix of European and indigenous ancestry. This is not European. And it's 6,000 years old. The fuck are they talking about? Unless they talking about the original.
For CT,
Yeah, man. If somebody coming at you with the genetics, bro, we could prove that shit in 5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, good shit.
Right.
Good shit. Appreciate that. But yeah, make sure y'all, just you know what? Someone put it back on the screen so I can, I'll just type it in my own browser.
All right.
What, the DNA site?
Yeah, the DNA site, yeah.
like I
Oh,
said,
it's just called sequencing.com.
Sequencing.com.
a lot of these male lineage, a lot of the most prominent male lineages in the world basically come out of Southeast Asia and Asia in general.
Pretty much.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Songs for the Conscious Mind? You said sequency.com?
Yep, sequencing.com.
Sequencing. Oh, that's our sequency. Cool.
Yeah, I put it in the chat for you.
All right, for sure. Appreciate it.
Ancestor of
They got Mayans on there, like all type of shit that you can compare your DNA to.
And if the ancestor of all Y-DNA haplogroups was in America 6,000 years ago, what the fuck does that mean? Because I heard haplogroup E went into Africa 5,000 years ago. Just saying.
Good stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. What's your closest ungreeted?
What
You
you
hear
say?
me? What's your closest genetic distance?
Motor East.
Motor East?
Yeah.
See, that's the Eurasian that went into Africa. That's the nigga I was talking about. They named him after the cave they found him in, but he's a Eurasian farmer, bro.
Yeah.
So he came in.
Pull up this other one.
Yeah, he came in 4,500. What is it? 4,500 years ago. And he brought farming. He brought agriculture, all type of shit to Africa. Remember, they was wild hunters.
That's a fact. Yo, hold on, Darrell. I'm about to show you this real quick.
All right, for sure. Cool.
Right. So, the ancient DNA reconstructs of the genetic legacies in pre-contact Puerto Rico. Oxford Academic. So, if you come to the supplementary data and you download it right here, it's a zip file.
Mm-hmm.
The zip file will give you this Excel sheet.
Okay.
Within this Excel sheet, you can come to the mito capture stats.
Mm-hmm.
These are all of the sites that they found in pre-Columbian Puerto Rico. And it shows you their haplogroups.
For sure.
So you see L3, E2, B1A. You got L1C, 23A. L0, A1E, that's a Khoisan haplogroup.
Drinking that.
And there should be one more, unless I passed it. L1C2A as well. And all of those are pre-Columbian, quote unquote, African haplogroups, but they were here 1,300 years ago. So, for example, if you were to come here, L1C2A, go all the way to the left, it'll say PC448R.
Yeah.
So then you go back to sample info and you find PC448, which is right here, and then it'll show you the AMS data for it. So it's over 1,000 years old, way before Columbus.
So you gotta realize that they got it set as far as science. You either Europe, Asia, or African to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anything that's genetically ancient or older than the Europe and the Asians, they gonna automatically deem that shit average.
Right.
I was like that though.
That's cool.
The Cro-Magnon, they called that nigga African, and he the original European, and he R1B. The Basal-Eurasian without Neanderthal DNA, they called that nigga African because he ain't got no, Slavic DNA and shit. So. And that nigga birthed the whole fucking everybody outside of Africa. So.
Hey, you just made me want to pull up this last part on the same document. This on page 20. I can get the base screen, David.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey man, this is the reference panel for the pre-Columbian DNA in Puerto Rico, bro. You see what it say?
Yeah. And they do got Yoruba. Yeah, but I don't think that's the modern Yorubas.
109. It's not.
Yeah, I don't think it's them, because we gotta understand that the Moors literally got chased out of Spain and went into Africa and built during the medieval times. You feel me? And this was so-called the names of their tribes. And after they fell, after the Mbangala and the Portuguese and these Slavs jumped them, they took their identities. So Africans are identity stealers too. Just saying.
But peep the other population right here. Han Chinese.
Pure Altai people.
Right.
We know they came out here. We see them everywhere. We see them on the Diddy Mayans and shit.
Subarctic, British Columbia. I never even heard of that.
They fucking wild. Let me snapshot that. These fucking wild ass people. Subarctic.
I've never heard of it.
What'd you say, Ryan? I can't hear you, bro.
Oh, I was
Yeah, you're
saying,
speaking right.
Let me get the best room.
I was just saying I never heard of that word.
Hey,
Oh,
man. All right, cool. I got you now.
All right, so look, this is the site right here that we chose, sequencing.com, and we can match our genetic distance. So with the genetic distance, the further the genetic distance, the less related you are. The closer the genetic distance, the closer related you are. And we like to go on the scale from 0.00, which would be like a exact match, all the way up into to I say 10.
Right.
So anything between that means you're related. Anything outside of that is you're not related. So for example, right here, when we pull up these sites, as I got Central African Republic, and if I go to my genetic distance is 31. So that means I'm not genetically related to these people. But for example, if I type in,
let me see, what's the name of that place? Let me see, because there's a bunch of mixed breeds, Portuguese, all type of people in that Central Africa.
So yeah, I was about to say, especially Angola.
No, it's for the pygmy.
Okay, Biaka. Oh yeah, I got some of that. But not on sequencing, but on PPA. Them niggas got R group too.
For example, this Piaco and Colombia, and we look at my genetic distance right here at 5, 6. So I would be actually closer related to people here than in Africa. So this is how we can break it down.
Oh, for sure.
And they got Mayans, they got all the ancient, and this is ancient bones on the ground. And they got another one where you can actually match the modern day populations as well.
I don't look at pygmies as Africans for real. That's just me.
No, they're not. I don't either. I look at them as Asians.
Yeah, bro.
Young Dub.
What's up, Doug?
Good, bro.
So like,
Hell no, it ain't.
we got the Mayans. My genetic distance with the Mayans is my closest one at 12, so that'd be like some cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
How
you know they
far
was
is the
all
range, scale range? Like it goes from what's the mag?
From from like I said, 0.00 would be like
identical.
closer related.
Identical.
Yeah.
Mm.
So hold on, let me see if I can.
Yeah, like the total range, like in general.
Close related is like 0 to 5. Like distant related is like 5 to like 13.
But we picked up different markers. You see all these different Indians in his blood. We picked up.
I wasn't trying to show nothing.
Yeah, I saw you saw them Choctaw triplets. Yeah.
I was just throwing it up.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
for example, right here. So Barbados and USA, and I go to my genetic distance. You see right here?
Damn.
So we damn near the same people.
Word. That's like a recent split, which means these people probably just left Barbados like not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. So that's how you can, you know what I'm saying, get these pan goofies, man. Because they say we ain't got the genetics, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of our people don't believe in DNA because they stick to the 23andMe and Ancestry.
Right.
But they get way deeper than it.
For sure.
And the difference is this. You want to match. See, it's regional. So the people that's in the region right now, that's who they declaring the people of the land. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the indigenous people of this land, they declaring it to be the Mexicans. So the more they spit in the tube, the bigger the database get full of Mexican DNA. But me, I'm not an East Asian Mongol. So guess how much Mongol blood or DNA gonna show up on my test? You get what I'm saying?
Not much. Yeah.
But with him, he relating his shit to the bones, the real people that's in the dirt, in the land. You know what I'm saying? And not the quadroon mestizos and them. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's not gonna lie. It's more just ain't.
That's some good insight shit. Y'all just shared this with over 400 people. Oh, we got over 400 people in the StreamYard. So
Grandson, you still my man's, right?
Why you say that? Of course, because Cromwell.
Yo, that shit says Sir Knight Thomas Cromwell. I said, what the fuck?
That nigga done sent niggas to Sierra Leone, man.
Bro, how do I cope with having one line of stewards and then the other side overthrew that line? Like, what the hell?
That's how it works, brother. If they got up on your women and your blood, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get to take your women and your children and flee the land, it's, absorption, bro. That's the white man motto. If we can't defeat them in war with weapons, we absorb them. That's their motto, bro.
For sure. That's facts.
So what they did, for sure.
Got the tutors on my shit. That shit hard. I ain't gonna lie. I got the tutors.
Tutors. I'm a paternal tutor. That's my direct line.
I found, well, y'all know.
All right, cousin.
Hold on. Ryan, you saying something? You breaking up a little bit.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Well, I was saying that I had found the Irish ancestor the other day because, like, St. Patrick's Day had just passed on my paternal line. But yeah, I found that interesting.
Toward is $20. That's good to know.
Yeah, so when you go to DNA reports, you will see the archaeological version and the regular Map My Genes. Make sure you do the archaeological version.
All right, for sure. Cool.
Yeah, unless you want
to process it now.
Modern people do not represent the homogenous. You think if we dig up those bones, they're gonna have Spaniard DNA and shit? Hell no. You think they're gonna have Chinese DNA? We dig them bones up? Come on now.
Shout out to Prin. She been the biggest spender tonight.
Print a wobble. We shouldn't touch her out.
Yeah.
African.
She's just an African nigga. That's okay. Paperwork party, yeah.
You African nigga.
Big paperwork party.
Paperwork party.
So you mean to tell me I'm an Australopithecus?
Yeah.
No, what's the
Damn.
other one? The Africanus.
Bro, I
What
pulled
is
up
it,
a
though?
picture of that. Oh my god.
I forgot.
She said y'all.
We ain't
I
meet.
gotta remember, bro. The oldest we go back is to Morocco. Have you seen them archaic humans, bro? Those are our ancestors from Morocco.
You a more.
No, I'm actually
Bro,
Moroccans.
they never got the bones out of Morocco. W be pseudo.
Nah, look, hold on.
That nigga Dub trying to make everybody Moors, man.
Right?
Bro, they did there, bro. They did there, bro.
Hold on, let me show you, Doug.
Nigga don't even
Look at the
like one.
Africanus, man.
Oh yeah, that's the one right there.
Look at Doug.
Grandpa. All right. Take the jokes out now. I ain't about nah.
Australopithecus africanus, man.
That look like
That's the one I was talking about.
Australopithecus africanus, Southern
Hey.
Africa.
Doug, what's your
the name.
height, bro? The average height was 4'6".
Man, somebody
Golly.
set me up a debate with Dr. Umar, man.
They got me taller, bro. Them all tight.
Set up a debate with Dr. What you trying to debate him about? Why,
It's
ask
over
him.
for Dr. Umar.
Ask him why they
How the fuck
deleted
he
his
take
cash app. Oh. Why they deleted his cash app on Frederick Douglass' birthday?
He did?
Yeah, they took down his cash app and his GoFundMe.
Damn. The Pan Africans, man, it's over with.
Dumbass niggas. Why y'all just sending another nigga money like that?
I mean, he been talking about that school for forever.
It's been over 10 years, Joe.
I want to know why the DNA test lady, right, Gina Page, that made African ancestry the biggest.
I just see that
biggest
fucking
eye-
commercial on Facebook.
Bro, why is she partnered with Walt Disney, McDonald's, and United Healthcare?
Oh, that's how you know it's.
You know she supposed to be
Selling info.
she supposed to be with Port City.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Them things is ages, bro. You know she.
Oh, is that tomorrow? No, Thursday.
You know she worked for Walt Disney, bro. Get to dumbass.
Oh.
And that same day, I'm going to show them giving a European certificate to a black girl.
I mean, shit, I want to debate her ass.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just seen that commercial on Facebook and I said, this is some bullshit. Like, literally.
They trying their hardest to make motherfuckers African.
This dumbass nigga Port was like, "Is there any genetic evidence that black people were in America?" She said, no." I'm like, "You dumb lying."
Yeah. The thing is, she has a degree in economics. She doesn't have a degree in genetics. She has somebody else that's genetics. So her answering that question was already federal.
What's that? I didn't mean to do that.
And that nigga Port City, he blocked me out of his live because I was saying how her company is connected to, that black, rock, and all other companies and stuff like that. And he blocked me out of that because I called him out. I was like, she has a degree in economics. She's not even a geneticist. How's she gonna answer those questions anyway?
13 years,
bro.
Oh damn! Tiffany said 13 years. Golly, Dr. Umar been scamming for 13 years. That's crazy. That's a hell of a run. That's a hell of a run, man.
Damn. I wonder how he been living his whole life free as hell.
Man, they fucked our people up. Got us over here wearing dashikis and shit. And they people never even wore them type of stuff.
He said he fighting to get his baby, his daughter, so he can take her to Africa.
Yeah, Dutch. We might as well call them Dutch sheikies because Dutch gave it to their ass.
That is true.
That's why they be wearing that shit together right now. I asked the African why they be doing this. He was like, "Well, we don't see each other as different.
I
We
just,
just look at the mind.
I think I did just make a connection.
Yeah,
People
I
should-
brought that shit up earlier.
And I got a better pick. Hold on, real shit.
I think we having white Bible hours, yeah.
Yeah, they just let people we just love Europeans. Why?
a lot of Pan Africans are bunny hoppers too.
Hell yeah. Well, one of the big ones on Twitter, bro. He popped out with a white woman.
Yeah, they all be having white wives. That shit crazy.
That shit was hilarious when he popped up. They
I wouldn't be
kicked the hell out of
surprised if
that
Dr.
man.
Umar had was some white women.
He was pressing up on one like a couple years ago.
Damn. They black queens forever, so nobody's never. That nigga capping.
Shit, I'm capping too. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking.
No, we know you like them Latino, man.
Hey, I like the Afro Latinos.
I'm not going to say nothing that can be derogatory or get your lives taken down, but this is supposed to be the evolutionary chart. This is human origins.
Right.
And this breaks down the evolution of humans.
A bunch of apes.
A bunch of monkey
That's a
benders.
nigga. That's just a nigga.
That's a nigga. That's Lil Wayne.
That's a nigga. Hey,
Hey,
and then
yo.
I clicked on his height. Look, I clicked on him, and it shows you their height. The height got all the way up to
Wait a
6'1".
minute. That's my height.
You 4'9"?
Imagine
No,
being
I'm
the
6'1".
first-
6'1".
No, I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
I am not 4'9".
He was
You
probably
say-
bullying everybody, bro. The first person to hit 6'1" was bullying everybody.
You gotta think though, they had
Homo
great apes.
habilis.
They had great apes that were like 8 big as bears. Bears be like 9 feet.
Oh my god.
They say that's how the Neanderthal looked. But this is what they found in Indonesia. This one was 3'6".
3'6". Goddamn.
That
Nah,
looks
that
like a
was none of
Filipino.
those
I know a
things. I look
like
Filipino
Chico.
girl that I went to school with that was like 4 foot something that looked similar to that.
Yeah,
Their average height is like 4'10" out there, bro.
That's a hobbit, bro.
They actually called her a hobbit when they
Hey, yo.
got her up.
Nah,
So
it's
I
like
come from
those-
this. So this is where I come from.
How tall they get?
Or this. Either
This
how
is
tall do you
lion,
get
bro.
this?
That's an ape.
4'6".
Goddamn. How short are you?
That's a monkey.
And the females average 4'1".
Hey, Ungreeted, you know they got chimps and monkeys on genetic sequencing?
You lying,
I
bro.
promise you.
Bro, what's your distance?
Hold on, let me see, bro.
dirty on that app to even put that as a nah.
But yeah, so apparently all of these different humanoids or hominids live together simultaneously.
Mm.
Homo sapiens, Naledi, Heidelbergensis, Erectus, all of these live together.
How
What
long
is
it
this
usually take
website again?
how long it take for that DNA sequencing to be done with?
Like 4 hours the first time.
4 hours the first time. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at that shit in the morning. I ain't staying up till 4 a.m. for sure.
Yeah, then you gotta go to DNA reports and then purchase the ancestry archaeological one at my genes.
All right, for sure.
See,
All right.
look right here.
What is that on, bro?
I had to get my
Sequencing.
code.
No, like which one?
Oh, this is the Map My Genes, the regular one, not the archaeology.
They got chimps from modern populations. How is that possible?
So my genetic
wait,
distance
wait.
from a chimp is the same as Africa.
Wait, does that
What?
mean?
Yo,
Man,
hey,
shut the
whoa,
fuck up.
hey, no, please do not say that, yo.
That's
Please do not say that.
Man, no, get out of here. Talking about you still got functioning genes. Nigga, from it. That's cap. But look,
bro.
yeah, this is my ancestor. It's a guanch mummy, right? From look how close the distance is.
Wow.
They, mind you, they just made this. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you the distance. I erased a lot of shit. Y'all niggas ain't seeing all that. But yeah, right here. These are my closest people, right? Morocco, all that. Let me show you the distance. Hold on.
Seen that other shit.
Close side. Canary Islands. 0.44. You know what I mean? Morocco. You know what I mean? But yeah, Canary, both of the mummies, 0, 0. You know what I mean? So that Zanzibar.
Morocco.
I
don't really match anything in Morocco or the Middle East.
Well, I got more blood, bro. So I can't help that shit. I got
Man's a traitor, bro.
Listen, my ancestor land. Look, my ancestor land. They say he was a tax delinquent and took 400 acres from that nigga, and they had to move to New Jersey, bro. Under Negroes, they were labeled Negroes after that.
All right, let's see.
I think so. More was a social status.
It was a race. In Delaware, it was a race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under Delaware code, like literally, we still got the Delaware code to this day. Nancy code people. That's my people. They mix with Moors and Lenapes.
All right, but yeah, I'm about to wrap this thing up, yo. It's been a pleasure.
Peace.